Yo, ski. Yo. What it do? What it's doing it? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Back again. This phone don't get too hot. It's so hot down here. Can't barely put the phone on the thing. It get too hot. What up? I ain't really been on here too much. I ain't really been much to talk about, you know. I don't like to speculate. I don't like to speculate about the scandal and all that stuff. We done speculated for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I ain't got time for all that speculating, you know, for a minute, but nah, it get old to me. It's time to find out, you know. So I don't want to get on here and speculate about what's going to happen, this and that. That's done got old for me, so that's why I ain't really know nothing much going on. That's why I ain't been on here talking about it. You know, Ohio State fans and, you know, other Michigan channels, they can talk about it. I'm done talking about it for the most part. I'm just ready to see what's going to happen. What's his name? Saturday, when I do my Saturday show, we're gonna get into John Mateer. That's Oklahoma's transfer quarterback from Washington State. He put up numbers last year, but he did it in a sleazy way. So we're gonna break down that. We're gonna break down his I'm gonna break down his some of his highlights and the teams that he actually played, because he a fugazi, and we gonna get into that, why I say he's a fugazi. You know what I'm saying? But I could do it now, but we're gonna save that. What I really been thinking about, and this ain't got nothing to do with Michigan football, the Warriors couldn't beat the Bulls. That's what I've been thinking about lately. They just couldn't. They couldn't beat the Bulls. I think, and this is the problem right now with the times we in. You got 90s babies, no offense, 90s babies, that didn't watch basketball in the 90s. So they just disrespect that whole era. They disrespect Jordan, they disrespect Rodman, they disrespect Magic, Bird, Reggie Miller. They disrespect the whole era because they didn't watch. They was too young. And then they'll try to lie to you and act like they watched, like they go back and really watch YouTube videos of these old games. They don't. They don't go back and watch. They don't watch that stuff. Like they be lying. They'll lie to you. Yeah, it's all on YouTube. Yeah, but you ain't going back and watching full games. You ain't going back and watching them dudes. Don't stop lying. You know? And so when I sit back and think about it, about the Bulls versus the Warriors, I guess we talking about KD Warriors. Like, it's just the fact that defensively, they gonna be a headache. And I know people gonna say Durant, Steph, Clay. It's a nightmare. Well, the problem for them is the Bulls were set up to defend a team like them. The Bulls, Steve Kerr played on those Bulls. So that team was set up to defend a team like the Warriors. That was the first small ball. That was the small ball team. Bulls. They could go small ball, or they could go big, because they had Luke Longley and I forget the other big dude, Bill Winnington, 7-footers. Jordan, a great all-time defender. Rodman, a great all-time defender. Ron Harper, a good defender. Pippen, maybe the best perimeter defender ever. Like, what are we talking about? So, point being, they can switch everything. They can switch everything. And I hate to break it to you 90s babies that seem to worship Durant like he's the greatest scorer ever. He's not. He settles for threes too much. He settles for jump shots. When the going gets tough, Durant gets to chucking up more threes. That's not winning basketball. That's why he ain't won. He was at Golden State when he had Steph and Clay and all that. Because it's not winning basketball, settling for threes when you're not shooting well. A la Anthony Edwards this year. Settling for threes, that's not winning basketball. When your jump shot's not going in, you put the ball on the rack so you can get fouled and shoot free throws. When you shoot free throws, that should get you into rhythm so you can shoot jumpers. Hello. That's lazy basketball to me. I hate it. So people ask, why was Jordan so good? Because he understood the game fundamentally. If my jumper's not going in, I'm going to go to the rack so I can get fouled. I'm going to go to the rack so I can get fouled. Then I shoot free throws, get free points. It's pretty simple. Durant doesn't do that. That's why he struggles a lot of the times. He'll turn into a James Harden and go 10 for 25 and 9 for 30. When you don't do that, when you don't go to the rack, you're letting the defense off easy. So that's part of the problem. Also, KD struggles with defense. Draymond, shout out to my cousin Draymond. Draymond got him to play defense for those couple years while he was in Golden State. But he still, that ain't his forte, playing defense. And Steph Curry's unguardable. Steph Curry this. I got to give it to LeBron and Kyrie. And who was they coached? Was it Tyronn Lue? I got to give it to him. They turned that series around when Golden State was up. LeBron and Kyrie turned Steph Curry into barbecue chicken. Boy, come on down. Come on down. You barbecue chicken, brother. Get your little butt out. Get your butt out here. Switch. We're going to keep switching until we get Steph Curry on them. Until we get Steph Curry. We're going to switch until we get Steph Curry. And they barbecue chicken that boy. It was beautiful. For somebody that loves watching matchups and analyzing the game, it was beautiful. We're going to slow the game down, and when Steph Curry, we're going to make, in half court, we're not going to do anything until we get Kyrie matched up on Steph or LeBron matched up on Steph. Barbecue chicken, finger licking good. They was eating all night. They was giving that boy 40 apiece. They was giving him 30, 40 apiece every night. Barbecue chicken. So what you think Jordan gonna do to him with a post game? This is better than LeBron and Kyrie, because Jordan actually gonna post you up and eat you up every time. Too easy. Pippen, great post game. You barbecue chicken, Steph Curry. We waiting for you. Barbecue chicken. Ron Harper, good. All these dudes are 6'6" and up with post game. Something they don't do now. Post guys up. Not high post, mid post. Steph Curry, if the Bulls were to play the Warriors with Kevin Durant, without him, Steph Curry is going to have a nightmare series. He's going to have a nightmare. Because it ain't going to be nowhere for him to hide. Especially if they go small. If they go Ron Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, and Rodman, is he going to be on Rodman? Rodman is still going to post him up. Rodman is going to post him up. There's nowhere for him to hide. Because he's going to get posted up wherever he is. Whoever's on him, they're going to post that boy up, and he's going to be in foul trouble. Or they just going to be giving up buckets. Pick one. But either way, Steph Curry is barbecue chicken because all them dudes going to post him up. They ain't even going to shoot jumpers half the time. They're just going to post him up. This isn't fiction. This is just a fact. These are facts. You know? So, that's how I feel about that. Just thinking about it, you know. Now I know people going to say, well, the Warriors are going to shoot threes. It's all good when the threes are going in. If the threes aren't going in, you get long rebounds, and you got Pippen and Rodman. I mean, you got Jordan Pippen and Ron Harper on the break. Jordan and Pippen are the best fast break duo besides Wade and LeBron in their primes. Them first couple years in Miami. Besides that, Jordan and Pippen are the best fast break duo ever. They're going to be killing them boys on the fast break. These are just facts. These are all facts, you know. So, when the shots are going in, the Bulls might have trouble. But when they not, the Warriors in for a long, I won't even say it's long series. I'm going to say 4-2. I say 4-2. The same way Jordan and the Bulls did everybody. 4-2. I get a Warriors 2 games. And I hate to say this because he's my cousin. Dennis Rodman, I give Draymond 3 games. Maybe. I give him 3 games before he gets kicked out the series. Because if Cuz can't handle what they doing right now, Dennis Rodman is gonna make him go insane. He had Karl Malone. He had Karl Malone hot. He had Karl Malone hot. Rodman is the ultimate troll, but the ultimate player. Rodman gonna do something crazy and he gonna get in your head and he don't care. He gonna make Cuz go crazy. He gonna make him go crazy. And still go out there and get 20 rebounds. He gonna give you 20 rebounds like it ain't nothing. I came here to rebound and play defense and to make you mad. That's all I came here to do. It'll be an interesting matchup, but I don't see the Warriors doing it. I don't see it doing it. You playing a team too gifted defensively. And offensively, they don't got the weaknesses that you have. I mean, on defense, they don't have the weaknesses you have. Steph Curry, as great as he is as a shooter, that boy is a liability nightmare going against them Bulls. It's just a fact. He's a nightmare. Defensively, he's going to have a headache because he can't hide nowhere. He can't hide. So, you know, I've been thinking about that. We were arguing about it in the Menace to Sports chat. The Bulls versus the Warriors, you know. And to me, there's just too many fine points that people miss about the game. Settling for threes is not the best. It's not the best strategy. And they settle for a lot of threes. Durant settles for a lot of jumpers. He settles for a lot of jumpers. You know. And I'll say this, when you're making them, it's all good. But when you're missing them, it can go bad on you. It can go bad real fast, you know. And let me say this about Durant, because I hate how people hype Durant up. Durant is one of the most overhyped players ever. He said he's not a leader. He said he's not a leader. He don't want to lead. He's not a leader. This is his words, not mine. And he settles. He settles. Mainly because he's 7 foot, but he settles. He settles way too much. And he don't want to play defense. If you want to be championship level in basketball, your best player has to embrace playing defense, and he has to be a leader on defense. Because this isn't football. Your best player has to play offense and defense. Football, I just play offense. I just play defense. This ain't football. This is basketball. So, offense, defense. I was arguing with somebody, I think it was Kevin or somebody, and we were speaking about Pippen and Durant. Durant is a great one-way player. He's great one way. He ain't great defensively. A lot of the time, he ain't good defensively, if I want to be honest about it. A lot of the time, he's a defensive liability, especially now. In OKC, he was a defensive liability. I remember Boris Diaw giving that boy the business. Boris Diaw gave Durant the business. Popovich had him throwing it to him every time down to Boris Diaw. They had to switch Russell Westbrook on him. On the Boris Diaw, because Durant was getting cooked. Barbecue chicken, finger licking good. This is fact, it ain't fiction. That boy was barbecue chicken to Boris Diaw. He's a one-way player. Plays one way. For those that don't know what one-way player means, that means he only plays offense. He's only good on offense. He's great on offense, but defense, he lacks effort, fundamentals, and want to. These are just facts. So now Scottie Pippen, good offensively, great defensively. That's a two-way player. That's a two-way player. Because you know he's gonna be good on offense, and defensively, he might be the best player out there every night, depending on him and Rodman, probably. Michael Jordan, extremely great on offense and really good on defense. Sometimes great on defense. That's a two-way player. We're talking two-way. A lot of these players today, they're one-way players. Now, some of them, like the Warriors players, Clay was a good defender. Draymond's a good defender. Steph, he'll give you effort, but he's still barbecue chicken. He'll give you the effort. Durant, he'll give you the effort if somebody's holding him accountable. But most dudes ain't gonna hold him accountable unless you got somebody like my cousin Draymond, who doesn't give a dang. So he gonna let you have it. He gonna let you have it. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference in a lot of these dudes. You know, most of these dudes got holes in their games. And I guess if you really think about it, I guess everybody did from the past, besides like Jordan and a few others, you know, had holes in their games. But most of these guys, they're one-way players. I guess you could say besides Boston, Tatum and Brown, those are two-way players. Anthony Edwards is a two-way player. But Durant, Booker, a lot of these dudes, SGA, he's like a two-way player. But that's what holds Durant back from being, who knows how many rings he would give if he was actually bought in defensively and didn't settle on offense a lot of the time. I'm 7 foot. I can shoot over you. I'm 7 foot. I'm 7 foot. Yeah, you 7 foot, but you done missed 7 straight jumpers. We had a lead. I was an OKC fan. What was that? The Warriors against OKC. OKC is up 3-1. They up 3-1. And they up 3-1 right now. Okay, they up 3-1 against the Warriors. And Durant, game after game, sat up there and shot threes when he was off. He was off most of the series, but he went into an epic shooting slump. And I'm talking about would just shoot 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. Brick, 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 brick. I've never seen nothing like it. Somebody settle for threes, even when you on a fast break and you could shoot a 3 or you could go to the rim, brick. Shooting 3, brick. I never seen nothing like it. And that's when I really understood what the game was and the difference between certain players. This dude's settling for threes. Missing. Like, bro, what are you doing? Miss a 3. Somebody gets the rebound. They kick it right back to him. He'll miss it again. Brick from 3. Somebody get the rebound again. Throw it back to Durant. He shoot another 3. This is unbelievable. This dude done went basketball insane. He done went insane. You know, so that was my problem with him. Settling. Ain't no way they were supposed to lose 3 straight games to Golden State. And you can't blame Westbrook. That falls on Durant. Settling for threes when you're in a shooting slump. Stop shooting so many threes. Go to the basket or shoot mid-range. Trying to be Steph Curry, I guess. I don't know. But yep, cost them that series. Probably cost them a championship. Who's the other bonehead? James Harden. Come on down. Mr. Bonehead. Step back, brick. This dude is one of the ultimate NBA regular season players. I never seen nothing like it, honestly. This dude is one of the ultimate NBA greatest regular season scorers. And then when the playoffs come, when you need this dude the most, he is going to have an epic choke job. It don't matter if it's game 6, game 5, game 7. When you need James Harden most, that boy is going to tuck his tail and he going to pee his pants. He is going to pee his pants. You can count on it. That boy is probably the greatest playoff choker in NBA history. This is a fact. When you need that boy the most, he's going to choke. He's going to either not shoot or he's going to shoot and go 9 for 32. Or he's going to pass it. He's just going to pass it all game and refuse to shoot. It's unbelievable. This dude's numbers go down in the playoffs. In the Basketball 101, great players, their numbers go up in the playoffs. Whether it's a couple points or whatever, they go up. His numbers go down. His numbers go down. Like, this dude has had some of the biggest choke jobs in in NBA history. He's a choke artist. But what scares me about NBA fans today, some of these dudes think that he's a better scorer than Jordan. This is some scary stuff. This is scary stuff to me. The fact that they sit up here and think that this dude that chokes in the playoffs consistently is a better scorer than Michael Jordan. And I've heard Chris Drew say this on air, that he thinks Harden is a better scorer than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Are you kidding me? And got the nerve to say it with a straight face. I don't know what to do about these 90 babies and this stuff. Like, I'm baffled by it. Cause this is nasty work to me. This is nasty work. This dude been choking. James Harden been choking since he was in OKC. He choked in the NBA Finals. Shot like garbage. Straight up shot like garbage. And he been choking ever since then. When his team needs him the most, that boy is gonna come up itty bitty ditty. He gonna come up like itty bitty ditty. You know they say ditty stuff is the size of a Tootsie Roll. Good God. They say that boy stuff the size of a Tootsie Roll. I'm scared. Like, what is happening, bro? They say that boy is stuffed the size of a Tootsie Roll. And that's James Harden in the playoffs. That's what's going on, bro. So, some of this stuff is just wild to me, The lack of respect for the game. Lacking respect, and this bothers me. It don't really matter. It's not just bad. It don't matter what sport it is, but it bothers me when the younger generation, that they don't have respect for these guys that's done laid the foundation for where the game is today. It really bothers me. Whether it's football, basketball, it don't really matter to me, but it bothers me. Like when Michigan, Ohio State fans disrespect the players, even in the leather helmets, whatever it was, it bothers me. Because they helped grow the game into what it is now. Hell, Michigan taught Notre Dame how to play football. So you can't disrespect them dudes. That's like you watching the NFL and saying, "Oh, Johnny Unitas, he ain't no," you know what I'm saying? Like, don't disrespect those players that laid the foundation, that helped the game grow into what it is now. That bothers me. So the same goes for like Anthony Edwards. Man, them dudes back then wasn't this and that. I hate that. Them dudes laid the foundation for you getting paid more and for the game growing into what it is today. Vince Lombardi, Joe Namath, all those dudes back in the day, whether it's NFL, whether it's college, Bear Bryant in the Junction Boys, all that stuff, the Veer, all these things, and you discredit it, and this is what bothers me. This is the real part that bothers me, is all this fake. Oh, it wasn't integrated. Man, y'all don't care about no integration. Stop it. You don't care about no integration. You just care that you were losing. So you try not to count it. I don't count it until integration. Boy, you don't care about no integration. If Ohio State was winning all the time, you would, it all counts. But y'all was getting y'all head knocked in by Michigan all the time back then, so you try not to count it. You've every time it's a way for y'all to sleazeball out of giving Michigan credit for beating y'all. Y'all try to find a way to discredit it. Y'all did it back then, I guess, and you really do it now. It ain't about no integration. Oh, you guys wouldn't let black players play. Give me a break. Some of y'all racist. Y'all don't care about no black players playing. Oh, you can't fool me. You can fool people on the internet, but you can't fool me. I be watching y'all real close. I keep my eye on an Ohio State fan all the time. Can't fool me with this nonsense y'all be saying. I don't care if you black, white, whatever. Y'all don't care about no integration back then. Y'all don't give not one lick about no integration. Just stop. They didn't have black players back then. Man, please. I don't care about no black players. Give me a break. All y'all care about is y'all was getting that head knocked in, so you try to discredit so your record can look better against Michigan. End of story. Try again. Try again. Y'all don't care about no doggone, black players weren't integrated. Give me a break. I don't care about no integration. Man, y'all, man, please. Talking about some integration. Yeah, right. Talking about that. Disrespected. They're disrespecting their own team, Michigan's team, college football in general, just because they was losing. They don't care who it is. They disrespect football in general. I'm a football purist. Yeah, right. Then why you disrespecting them old players? Don't even make no sense. I'm a football purist, but I don't count the players that played back then that were just white. So how you a football purist then? Regardless, that was the time and the game grew. So how are you a football purist then? If you disrespecting no matter what player it was, whether they was black, white, Mexican, whatever. If you disrespecting them, saying you don't care about what they accomplished and what they did and how they helped grow the game into what it is today. I don't fall for that nonsense y'all be saying. I'll be saying that nonsense and then think it's smart. Yeah, it's smart to a damn fool. I don't count that integrated. Oh, they weren't integrated. Boy, please. If Ohio State was smacking everybody around back then, best believe y'all accounted. I know y'all. Y'all ain't discrediting no wins for no Ohio State. Y'all don't want to count it because y'all was getting that head knocked in annually. You can count on y'all getting that head knocked in. I don't count that. But then, if you go to 1950 and on, Ohio State dominates the rivalry. Oh, okay, let's go all time. Oh, well, hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. They weren't letting black players play back then. Hey, hold on, brother. I don't count that. We weren't integrated back then. That's why we were losing. I'm not counting that. Hold on. Yeah, I know we were playing back then, but I'm not gonna count that. And tell you the truth, I don't care about integration, but I don't really care about integration, but we were losing. That's all I care about. If I count those, that gives Michigan the upper hand. No, sir. I'll go down. No, sir. It's not going to happen over here. I'll discredit anybody. I don't care who it is. But I'm not going to give credit to Michigan. Well, I'll find any way to... Hey. I'll find any way to to try to make Ohio State have the all-time record. That's what it's about. I'm not going to give any credit to that scum. So, yeah. If it's not integrated, I don't count it. But let me let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anybody, fellow Buckeye. I don't really like black people. Let me let you in on a little secret. Let me stop. See, let me stop. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop, man. Woo. Doggone Buckeyes, boy. See, that's why I have to slow down on thinking about them. I just go nuclear. I've been done go nuclear because they be saying the craziest stuff. Stuff is insane they be trying to say. Yeah. So that's my NBA rant. I just started ranting about Ohio State and they nonsensical takes. You know, and you know who, he don't got a problem with them saying that nonsense. I ain't gonna mention him, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He don't got a problem with them saying all that nonsense. And I ain't talking about Garrison. This ain't for Garrison. This is for our former Michigan fan. He'll sit up there and listen to all that nonsense TG will say. She talking about murdering people. And you don't got a problem with that, though. Y'all, you don't got a problem with listening to her say that stuff. Just weird people. There's some weird stuff going on in the fan base and on these YouTube streets in general. Besides that, you got massive breaking news. Massive breaking news. Massive cheating scandal. Massive. Buckeye Scoop done built the whole platform. You know, they used to talk more about Ohio State football and all this stuff. But since this cheating stuff, they done built their whole platform around this cheating stuff. Massive cheating scandal. They done built their whole platform around it. We got Penn State bot. The Penn State bot. See us in the Big Ten championship. Yeah, the other day you was on there talking about something. Michigan ain't gonna beat Oregon and Oregon and Penn State. That's not gonna get you by us. We don't even play y'all in the regular season. See, you was just typing stuff into ChatGPT or into AI, and you didn't realize we don't even play y'all this year. That's the only way we will see y'all is in the playoff or in the Big Ten championship. Shame on you. Shame on you, Penn State. Penn State bot. Penn State bot. People in the streets think you Garrison. People in the streets are starting to think you Garrison. But Garrison, I think Garrison would come with better takes and it wouldn't be worded like an AI. So, people are starting to say you Garrison. I don't think you are. But I don't put it past nobody to turn into a bot. to turn into a Penn State bot. So you could be Garrison. I don't know. I don't put it past nobody. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you might do if I. So we got Penn State bot. We need an Oregon bot. We need a USC bot. We need a Oregon USC. Can we get a Georgia bot? Can we get a Georgia? I used to have that Georgia dog fan that used to come in here. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him. He used to show up, especially when we were in the playoffs. He would show up, but I guess he say I don't need to hear Big Ten talk through the year. We don't ever play them, so I don't need to. Ain't no point in me talking to them or listening to them. But we need an Oregon bot. We need MSU, Michigan State. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, Sparty? Y'all never see Michigan State. Never. Even when they had that good year with Mel Tucker and Kenneth Walker, they still wasn't around like that. That's what I want. I want to get more fans from other fan bases. I think I'm gonna have to expand my content, kind of like college football with Sam. It just takes a lot more work to not just know a team, but to be actually knowledgeable of every team in the Big Ten. Every team in the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC. It takes a lot of work to be knowledgeable of all these teams. Sam in college, so he be having more time to do all that stuff. I'm under this bridge. My connection might get choppy. Let's see. Penn State bot. This bot has more personality than Garrison. Oh, man. Garrison the bot. We've been thinking that. What's so funny, Michigan man? Let me see.